How you doing? And thanks for watching. This is George here at Wicked Warnings. Again, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, trucks, work trucks, utility trucks, commercial trucks, residential trucks, personal trucks, company trucks. Trucks like this 2020 Ford F-350 service body. Brand new truck in for a local client of ours. Got a nice ladder rack on it. Got a nice service body on the back. What you see in the front of that grill right now is our Thinnex light. It's an amber white light. You can see how we have set it. It is on a slower double flash. Reason being is most of the time in the construction industry, I think these guys are going to be around the front of this truck, and they're not going to want to have that blinding them and bugging them and distracting them. This gives them a nice alternate flash there between the amber and the white. Works out quite well. Featuring the very same light on a slightly different flash pattern right in the badges. Real popular spot where we mount that Thinnex light. Nice amber white flash, alternating colors like that. This is one of the split patterns that's available on that light. Alrighty, around the back of the truck, currently washing out and blinding the camera, is a pair of our Raptor LEDs. That's a larger format light with a nice stainless bezel. And what I'm going to do is turn down the ISO so you can get an idea. We have the alternating color, alternating speed flash pattern selected on those Raptor LEDs, and they are that bright in person. This is a very large brightness on this light. High quality, high lumen, overall an awesome light. And we also tied in the Raptors in the rear on this service body to the OEM reverse. Now, service body trucks most of the time allow you to add an additional reverse light. The regular truck body lights, regular truck beds are a little more sensitive to adding on. But with the service body, we were able to tie in the steady flood wire. So as you can see there, when they put the vehicle in reverse, I'll brighten it up there, they get the steady flood on the Raptor, as well as those teeny tiny little white lights that are included in the service body package for reverse. So this will definitely brighten up behind the truck a little bit, make it a lot easier for this operator to see what's behind him. And here's a all lights on, no flashing shot of how we mounted that. Check out our new Wicked Warning sticker right above it. Check out that reflectiveness of that sticker. If you don't have one of those, make sure you ask for yourself and get yourself one of those. Putting those in a few orders here and there. Got them in white, as well as the contrast reverse with the white W on a black background. Here you can kind of see how that mounted. We drilled and tapped right here. We use a stainless steel screw with just a tiny small amount of blue Loctite on it to keep it from backing out. Got a foam gasket, goes right behind that light. Here you can see the straight on shot. And again, these are stainless steel hardware that we used, so hopefully we don't have any rust drips or anything like that. We also touched up the holes a little bit with paint before we put it all in there, put it together. So doing the best we can to keep this truck looking beautiful for all the years it's going to be on the road. Quick shot of how we do our badge lights there. That is, again, our Thinnex mounted right in the badge. Let me show you real quick where you run that wiring from here into the engine bay, because that's the most often question we get asked is, if I mount a light there, how do I run the wire? Kind of a tight shot, but there you can see right there in that circular portion, that's an all plastic panel. You can drill a little bit right there and you run the wiring right up through there, and it ends up coming right out the inner fender in the engine bay. Quick shot of how we mount Thinnex there. This is a fairly easy operation. You can mount it in a couple of different spots for height, however you like, along here, and fairly easy to run the wiring right behind the grill and up towards the top and over to your auxiliary switches. Speaking of auxiliary switches, that's exactly what we're using to control this system. As you can see, switch number 6, we've set it up so it works with the key off. That's easily done right underneath the hood, and that controls this system. I'm going to go ahead and throw a little label on that switch. It says LED. That way the operator knows what's what. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings. Remember, keep us in mind. We're your #1 source for construction and emergency strobe lighting and equipment for cars, vans, trucks, buses, SUVs, UTVs, everything in between. And don't forget your bicycles and tricycles. Get them in, get them lit here at Wicked Warnings. Thanks again for watching.